Alright, this is part 4. It's probably going to end up being like 5 or 6 parts, because I did the last part, part 2, like really short, so it kind of makes sense the way that I did it. So moving along, we have a little gate right here. It's automatic. It slides open and closed by the magic of my hand. Yeah. Alright. Right here is Oscar and Sam, and then there's food and water for the dogs right there. Right here is another stable that we have Brooke and Austin's horses in. There's an empty stall. There's Milton, owned by Brooke, is a gelding, and he does showing, dressage, and show jumping. He has a blanket that I got at Breyer Fest. It's a 2010 blanket, which I don't get. No, 2009, I believe. Yeah, 2009 blanket. Right there is Sierra Blanco. I also got him at Breyer Fest. I got him new in box for $40. I just love this mold, and I love this horse. He's wearing a nice blue and black halter. He does breed show, and he's owned by Austin, and he does a lot of Western events. There is Gold Rush, or Rush, owned by Brooke. He does showing, and he also does, show jumping, 3-day eventing, so he does show jumping, dressage, and cross country. He, got gelded a few days ago. He does have a foal on the farm. They are thinking of turning him into either a lesson horse or selling him for, like, to one of the boarders or something, because he's so laid back now that he got gelded, and, Brooke just doesn't use him as much, and Nikki already has a bunch of horses that she barely even rides, but yeah, that is him. And now we're going this way, down this little alleyway, to this area. But before we do that, we gotta meet the cougar. This is Pongo. He's one of the guard cougars. He's usually only out here at night, but he decided to come out to see what's going on. Alright, this old stable is only here because Cheveo and Mr. No Name needed a stall. So this is Cheveo's stall, this is Mr. No Name's stall. They're usually not in here unless there's truly bad weather. Then we bring in all the horses because we don't want them getting hurt because of the storm. Sometimes they'll get scared of the thunder and they'll just run as fast as they can. But we do not want them hurting themselves, so we'll bring them in. This is the lesson and boarding pasture. There's a gate here, and there's a gate over here. I'm going to go over to this side. Alright, here's the main gate, that's why it's a lot bigger. Right there is Rebecca. She owns a little bit. She's trying to get him to come to the gate. Right here we have Liberal Lady, or Lady. She's a lesson horse. She used to be an ex-race horse. We had her retired for a year, then we brought her into lessons. She's a beginner, an intermediate or expert riding horse. She is getting a lot better with her temper, but she is a mare, so she's a little bit cranky. She does have those days where it's like she's a little bit cranky and she'll just try to get you off, That's why she's an intermediate or expert rider, horse. So she is a lesson horse. This is Arctic Sunset or Sunset, owned by Brenda, does showing and dressage. That is Lil Tahoma or Tommy, is a lesson horse. Used to be Nikki's horse, but she outgrew him in the level scale, not in size, but in level. So Brooke made him a lesson horse. Very nice little appy. He has a really cute halter on. I love that halter on him. He looks so cute in it. But that's him. Tommy. Alright, now these 3 horses. This is Autumn Breeze, or Awesome, owned by Rachel, and does showing, dressage, and jumping. Like all types of jumping. She's a little bit dusty, I don't really use her anymore. But, that's her. This is Amira Rose. I customized her. She looks much better. She used to have 2 huge scratches on her shoulders and her butt, so I made her a custom. And it was my first custom, but I actually want to get a body and customize it in like acrylics. So I'm looking on eBay to get a cheap Breyer for customizing, because I don't want to sand it down. I just want to try customizing. Because when I was at Breyer Fest, I did stablemate custom. Like, I've done stablemate customs, but it's like, I love doing them. I just want to, like, do a huge traditional scale one, you know, like, to try to practice to see how good I am, because I might actually think about, you know, like, making my own Breyers sometimes. So, that's Amira Rose, or Rose, owned by Brenda, sorry, and she does showing and show jumping. She has a cute little halter on. This is a little bit owned by Rebecca, and he does barrel racing and trail riding and roping and team penning. The list goes on. But he was a rescue horse, not truly, but like we're just saying that because he's so beat up. He was like one of my first traditional Breyers. He's the first Let's Go riding set, like the Western set. So that's a little bit, and he doesn't really look like my old pony, but the star kind of reminded me of him. But Little Bit's True Star was like a Texas shape, so I might just end up making my own Little Bit, because I loved him. I only had him for a year, but he was a good starter pony. Okay, anyways, there's food and water right there. This is Daisy's Delight, or Daisy. She's named after my old dog, and we had to put her down because she was getting so old. She was 18 years old, so she lived quite a long life. But anyways, that's Daisy's Delight, or Daisy, owned by Brenda. Does showing and dressage. So that is the lesson horse and boarding horse pasture. It's pretty big. It's the second largest pasture. Next, we are going to the boarding area. Right here is Little Bit's stall. That's Autumn Breeze's stall. This is Daisy's Delight stall. That's Amira Rose's stall, and that is Arctic Sunset stall. That's Brenda. She owns 4 of the boarding horses here, 3 mares and 1 stallion. This is the mare and gelding side, and this is our stallion side. We have 3 stallions that are boarded here. One of them is the black stallion, owned by Brenda. Does show and show jumping and dressage. That's his halter. This is one of our new riders, Kylie, sorry. I got her at Breyer Fest for $5 also. I was very happy to get her. And she owns Chief Rum River, or Chief, who does show and a bunch of Western activities like Western Pleasure and reining and roping. This is the no-name rider. I need to find a name for her. I'm thinking of naming her something not stupid, like Mackenzie or something like that. Sorry to say anybody who's named Mackenzie, but I don't like that name. I'm sorry, but yeah. Sorry. Don't be mean at me for that. I just don't like that name. But can you guys come up with a name for me? I'm not really good at naming people, so try to come up with a name for me. Something that's not weird. But this is Stud Spider, her horse. He mainly does Western Pleasure with her, and he also does like barrel racing and stuff. He does breed show and show also. I forgot about Nikki's horses. So these are her 3 stalls. We have Fleet Street Max's stall, Newsworthy. He has a little picture of her and him at their first show, getting their ribbon. This is Mongammon, or Pinto. He has a little nameplate and a ribbon and him and her at their jumping competition. That's Mongammon, or Pinto. He does show jumping and showing. This is Newsworthy. He does show jumping and showing. His nickname is Cheers. Quite adorable nickname. This is his bridle. It's his show bridle. They're trying to find a place to put it, but right now it's just on the floor. This is Nikki, the owner's daughter, and this is a dog that just follows her around. This is Major. He loves to follow people. But yeah. Alright, lesson horse barn. Before we do that, there's food and water for the dogs. Alright, here is Lady Sweetheart, or Sweetie. She's ridden by Katie. That's Katie. She's just checking up on Sweetie's foal. This is Sweetie's foal. Her father is Gold Rush, and this is Golden Heart, or Gold. And she's used for show jumping, so, yep. This is Comanche. Used to be ridden by Katie, but, is being ridden by someone else now. That is Liberal Lady Stall. This is Tommy's stall. And this is Misty and Stormy. Stormy's father is Comanche, and Misty is a beginner rider's horse. Nikki used to own Misty when she first started riding, and at their first show they got a 3rd place ribbon. So that's their ribbon. You're going to have to watch part 4, 4, so please watch part 4. Thanks for watching.